Oh, sorry. Hi. How are you?
Hi.
I didn't know
Hi.
we had started. I'm Billy
Hi.
Koch. I'm the founder of Little Red Feather Racing Club, and this is the Owner's Box. Michelle Yu is joining us as always, and we are in Del Mar. Welcome to Del Mar, my friend. Back for another season.
How many days have you been here?
I got here yesterday.
You look skinny.
Really? I'm not skinny. I promise.
You look skinny.
Maybe it's just the hat or something. I took my glasses off. Maybe this will make me look better.
Your face looks thinner.
I am not skinny, and but I appreciate it. And Michelle, what are you most looking forward to this year at Del Mar?
I don't know.
I mean, is it breakfast at Del Mar? Is there a horse of yours? Is it hanging out with the kids
going
to the beach?
Going to dinner at Ken's?
Going to dinner at Ken's.
I didn't get to go to last year.
Yeah, we're gonna get you there.
No, really. Babies. I think that we always get to see really exciting babies at Del Mar, so that's generally what I look forward to.
I had a conversation with Bob Baffert yesterday. I happened to run into him and just started shooting the shit and talking about some things. And I said, give me a 2-year-old that's going to win that like people maybe don't know about. I'd like to maybe cash a ticket.
Right?
Goes, I don't talk about my 2-year-olds. Because Billy, they change every day.
Did he tell you anything about goal oriented though?
No, we didn't really talk about goal oriented, but we can.
That horse has been working absolutely lights out, and he is heading to the Haskell.
Yeah, the Haskell this Saturday, the return of journalism, which is exciting, and Burnham Square and Gosker. Should be a really good race, I think. Don't you think?
I do. I think it's going to be. I think that people instantly think slam dunk for journalism, but when you look at the field, it's a very challenging field.
It's a good field. It's a good race. Obviously, I'm a little bummed we lose Umberto Rispoli that day. So won't be riding the big mare or the big filly. But we have a great weekend at Del Mar. Starts off on opening day this Friday, Michelle. Is there any, did you peruse the past performances?
I actually didn't. I mean, I have the past performances. I just haven't had a chance to even breathe. We were down a hot walker today, so I had to come and I was paseoing.
Why didn't you call me? I would have helped you.
No, I went down. I went out and I paseoed. I paseoed all the horses, and then I schooled.
Wow, look at you.
Still was able to make my breakfast for my kids and drop off Olivia at camp, and then I came back and been setting shit up. It's hard to move a bunch of horses.
Yeah. Hardest working woman and person and best mom at Del Mar. Michelle.
I don't know about best mom today. My children were not good today. I had a terrible mom fail day, so
it happens.
Let's see if tomorrow is better.
It happens. I had a good day. Cooper got nominated for an Emmy Award.
That is so incredible.
Very exciting.
I'm so proud of you.
Very proud of him. Hi, Spence.
Hi, Billy.
Oh,
hi, Olivia.
Wait, who got nominated?
My son, Cooper.
Okay, out of my pod.
Out of my pod.
So you guys are Emmy nominated, then you can come back.
I got weirdly emotional.
Well, of course, your son just got nominated for one of the most prestigious awards in television. I mean,
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty
cool. And he got a new movie. Everyone's been asking me, what's he going to do next? Yeah, he's doing, I'm going to botch his last name. The guy who did Call Me By Your Name, Luca Guadagnino.
You're talking to the wrong person because I don't get to watch very many movies.
Yeah, it's with Andrew Garfield. And your guy. And Cooper actually told me he has an extra ticket and he's looking for someone to just go with him to Italy for a month.
Me, I'll go
in August.
Me.
Do you think you should I put you in the?
Yes,
okay.
1,000%.
What about take Michelle? Maybe you could be his assistant.
I would love to be. I'd be a great assistant. I'm a wonderful personal assistant.
Yeah, I think you would be too. All right, so that's enough of our personal life. We're gonna have a great guest coming up. It's Larry the Lair Bear Collmus, who is taking over for Trevor Denman this summer at Del Mar. We've had Larry on the show before, but we thought it would be appropriate kicking off Del Mar this week to bring Larry on, talk about some of the things he's looking forward to. And it's just a glorious time down here. I mean, the sun is shining. It is 73 degrees. And I am so excited for this weekend.
What horse are you most excited about? Because you have a bevy of good horses. So what horse are you most excited about?
Before I get to answer that question,
okay.
The one thing I am very concerned about, and you know me really well, like I'm I'm confident in our horses, but like doesn't mean they're going to win. Like, but I have conviction when I think the horse is going to do well. I think we have some very high expectations, and expectations bring disappointment. So I'm very guarded on what I really think, because truthfully, I think Ironman Cal is going to be really tough to beat in the Oceanside. I think Thought Process is going to be extremely tough to beat in the San Clemente. We have the Padre coming back, and I thought was awesome in his debut at Santa Anita. He runs on Saturday. We have the Eiffel versus
That's
Slick.
my new favorite horse, by the way.
We have the Eiffel Slick rivalry on Sunday in an allowance race. So we have some 2-year-olds that are really nice. So, like, in all honesty, I feel this could be for us and for Little Red Feather and all our partners one of our greatest summers ever. But you say that, and all of a sudden it's you and I talking in 8 weeks and like, oh, everything went wrong. You know what I mean? So
Saratoga Part 2.
Look, Gold Phoenix and Balnikov are going to be in the Eddie Reed. Ice Cream's coming back. She's hopefully going to run in the Yellow Ribbon. And so there's just a lot of anticipation, a lot of expectations, and I'll say it again. I try to be the manager of. I try to be the guy who manages expectations. But when you're excited internally, it's very difficult to do that, because I really do believe in these horses. I believe that they're coming into this meet in great shape. We had a really rough start to the year. We were just so quiet. All our horses were kind of coming off layoffs, and now I feel like they're all primed and ready to go. So hopefully, we still need. That's me knocking on the table, some luck, and we need the racing gods to shine on us, and hopefully they will on a sunny day at Del Mar.
I love it. Looking forward to that. Saratoga did kick off in the meantime, but
how was their weather?
How was their weather, Michelle? Start off to their meet with just downpour. Races being moved off the grass onto different grasses. You feel bad for them, because you would hate to have your premier meet just decimated by rain, and then of course all the naysayers out there have to take their feelings out on social media, like you can control the weather. They act like Naira picked this weather.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. My disdain for Saratoga. I've been loud and clear about it. That place is. I went
for Belmont. I had a great time.
You have a great time anywhere you go. I mean,
look at my view right now out my camper window. Here we go.
I can't. It's just a camper. I see sunny skies.
Another camper and sunny skies. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the difference is, like, you can plan for things out here. You can plan for these races. You're not worried that, oh God, it's going to rain and come off the grass. Like, I don't know how I would handle that. I would be just destroyed if I was in New York. I mean, that's my personal thing. I can't do it. Anyway.
Did you watch the Sanford and also the Big Maiden winner?
Yes, those are both very nice.
4th of July week at Belmont. Ewing. So who do you like better?
Well, I think the experience of the Asmussen colt, but I thought Ewing.
Is the name Obliteration?
Yeah, Obliterated, I think. And I thought Ewing was really impressive. I thought the race between She Feels Pretty and Excellent Truth was the definition of what a grade 1 should look like, with 2 of the top older fillies and mares just ding donging, and of course Pratt won. What a shock!
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think if Pratt was on She Feels Pretty, he would have won?
No.
So Excellent Truth was best that day, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, she saved ground. She was better. I mean, their sheet numbers are probably similar, because She Feels Pretty went wide, and the other filly was kind of in the 2 path. But no, I don't believe that. What do you think about all the stuff that Resolute Racing is posting on social media and all that kind of stuff? Is it too much, or is it enough, or is he doing a good job of kind of?
I mean, I think that he's obviously trying to get people involved. I think he's trying to be transparent. And one thing I'll say about him that we haven't seen from a ton of people in the industry is he is A, putting his money where his mouth is, and B, he's following through with stuff. You hear Jon Stewart say something, it comes to fruition, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he's making it happen. So it's not just, oh, I'm going to do this or change this, and then you never hear about it again. So I do have to respect that aspect of it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
The dog from.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where did they sleep?
outside.
Hey, this is
This
our
is
pod.
real life right
This
now.
is what
There's
we
no
do, guys.
privacy in the RV.
We have kids. We have kids in the RV. There's nothing we
Yeah.
can do.
The RV has nowhere to
Yeah,
hide.
like part of me, I don't know. Part of me really likes it, and it's a lot. Like offering, I don't understand the
Yeah,
offering.
what about the verifier?
Yeah,
A verifier.
I'm not. There's only a few people that can actually afford to go in for 25% of that horse. So
I didn't look at the auction. Is there a minimum? Like what did the bid open at?
I didn't even look, but I'm just saying, like, there's only. I mean, how many owners are going to be able to? That horse is probably worth what? Somewhere between 2 million, something like that.
Yeah, I was
somewhere
gonna say
around
2 to 4 million.
Right. So to say that, like, hey, anybody could buy this horse that's not true,
Right.
right? Because they're not going to be able to afford it. I mean,
What's he selling? He's selling on Ingalls, right?
Ingalls. Yeah.
Let's
someone
look
on
it up
Ingalls.
and see.
Let's look it up and see.
I can't do it on my computer though because my Wi-Fi is no good.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
I'm looking it up.
What else we got going on? Because Larry's joining us in just a second.
Well, obviously we have sales that just happened. We've got sales coming up because we have Phasig Saratoga coming up, and we just had the Phasig July weanling short yearling sale, which I thought was actually.
Did you see the Midnight Bisou baby sold for like millions of dollars?
Oh yeah,
Equinox.
3.9 million US dollars, something like that, right?
Can you imagine buying a horse for that much money?
He looked okay. I find this very strange that they're doing these sales, but they bring the mare through with them.
Yeah, what is that?
I mean, I guess that
they then take the baby and be like, bye.
I know. I mean, are you weaning them at the sale? Like, are you waiting till? Because it's just okay. So if you buy the baby and they're not weaned yet, which is why the mare is there. At what point are you weaning? Is it going back to its home farm? What if something happens on the way? What if you spend 3.9 million on that horse and something happens on the round ride back, right? Like it's one thing when you take possession, but if someone else takes possession,
I don't know. I can't imagine spending 3.9 million on anything.
I don't know. He's a really good looking baby. What about the Flightline? The Flightline baby looked really good too. That sold for what, 1 point something? Okay, so right now, Verifier is up to $350,000 for the 25%. Which is a $1.4 million valuation, I think.
Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, 350 seems like a good number to be at if you could get it.
But it's not going to end there.
I know, but I love the fact that he's offering like you get the 25% and you get silks for the next race, right?
But that's what you should do. I mean, most of the time. I mean, we make
but
deals.
Most of those go on behind closed doors. He's making it very public. This is what you get.
Okay.
You don't like it?
I like it. I've done it, but we've done it to just help us, monetarily with our partnership and make the right move. He doesn't need it.
Right.
That's the thing. He doesn't unless he needs the money. Like, why are you doing it? I just feel like doing it, or is he taking some money off the table?
I thought he
I'll never.
I thought he was just doing it to bring someone else into the game. Like, just say, hey. I mean, look, we see Saul Cumin do this with Medicat a lot, right? You buy into an existing horse. So,
yes, but what I'm saying is bring someone new into the game. That's great. He should have made it the only people that can buy the horse is someone that doesn't currently own horses. Then that makes sense.
Right.
But if Saul Cumin buys the horse, what's the big deal? Or if, Jason Worth's group buys the horse, or if Little Red Feather buys the horse, we're not bringing new people into the game for this. So that's the only thing I'm not quite really understanding. But hey, look, you can do whatever you want. It's your horse. I always say that all the time. It's your horse. Do whatever you want. But like, there you go. So that's Billy's soapbox for the day.
I like it. All right, my kids are being very annoying. Can we have a quick timeout till Larry comes?
Yes.
Because I'm not sure they all want something right now.
Bye,
all right, quick break.
All right.
They're still alive. Don't worry.
Yeah. Michelle, you look so guilty.
They're alive. Look, they're standing right here.
All right. All right. They're alive. Okay. They're alive. Where's Larry Collmus? Where's my guy? Where's the Lair Bear? The Lair Bear. There he is. He looks so beachy.
I saw Larry today.
That's right.
Did? You look.
Was walking a horse schooling today, and I was doing an interview in the paddock.
What were you discussing? Why would
Larry
they
was
want to
all
interview
dressed
you?
up too. He was wearing his suit and everything.
Oh yeah, I was looking good. It was my
Yeah.
second one. I was that was the ABC people, and I was with Fox earlier in the day. It was-
What are they asking you? Just like, who the hell are you? Do they
Why-
not know you?
Why am I so awesome? Yeah.
Not why are you so skinny?
Well, some people didn't know that I used to be fat, but
Amazing.
Well, Billy, I
Never
thought
did.
you looked skinny until Larry got on here. Now
I
Larry
know.
is definitely
Michelle
skinny.
thought I looked skinny. I said, no, trust me, I am not skinny. I am not skinny.
149 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Good for you. Congratulations. And working out with a trainer. When is our next workout? I wanted to come today.
Oh, can I work out with you guys?
Yes.
I've got my own little thing going on.
Oh God. Here we go.
It's like you tonight. You know?
Oh, that's true. I did on my own little thing today. Hey, all right. For people who don't know, who just don't know anything about horse racing, Larry Collmus is taking over for Trevor Denman at Del Mar this summer. How excited are you?
Very. I mean, I've been here the last 5 falls calling the races, but this is different. This is the summer at Del Mar. I'm the guy now, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, obviously it's tough following footsteps of Trevor. He was here 40 years, an absolute legend.
Crazy.
Maybe so many memorable calls, but it's great to be the guy that gets to step into that booth and go from there, and it worked out perfectly. Trevor decided it was time, and I was ready to go, and so let's go. Let's
go.
Larry,
Michelle.
are you going to do the famous first race call though? They're off to the roar of the Del Mar crowd.
Is the roar from the Del Mar crowd? I haven't completely decided how I'm going to handle it yet.
Okay.
What's going into that decision? Is that like, do you talk to like the Del Mar brass, or is that you can do it? Do they just give you freedom to do whatever you want?
I don't think that they really
care.
Have a strong opinion. I didn't really bring it up to them. I think it's just whether I decide to do exactly the same thing or something really close. Maybe even pay homage to Trevor. Who knows? I'm
That's
sure.
interesting because like from my vantage point, like if you asked me, I think you don't do it in a Trevor voice, but you could do it in your voice.
Yeah.
I would say no. And I was thinking about this when we decided to have you on the show. Like, do you think you'll ever, like, if a horse just opens up and is in front by 10, would you ever do a Trevorism just to kind of throw it in? Would you ever give would Sprout rings? Look at this guy,
You never know. I mean, it's something that could happen one day. Who's that good horse of the purple CRK colors of
Baiza.
No, it's a Trevor line. The horse was
a Trevor line.
Yeah, the same thing Trevor says.
Not Home Jerome. That's one of his things. It was I don't know.
But I sort of did it like when I was filling in what I was calling the fall. I did his name down the stretch kind of as Trevor. I can't think what you get old, you forget these things.
Yeah. Welcome to my world, pal.
As Larry's shedding weight, he's shedding memories also.
You've called so many races at so many different tracks. You do the Kentucky Derby, you do the Breeders' Cup. Obviously, you were at Naira for years.
Express train.
What's that?
Express train.
He's coming like an express train. There you go.
An express train late.
But you've called it so many different tracks. What is unique about calling a race at Del Mar? Something from the booth, something about the turf course, the chute. Is there anything that we need to know about for you?
I think the most challenging at Del Mar would be the 7 furlong races because you can't see the gate. It's blocked by one of the buildings over there. So you kind of have to call the beginning of the race off the board in the infield and then switch to binoculars. So that would be one thing. But I'll tell you what, it's a really, really good place to call races. It's very open. You actually, have nothing in front of you. It's open air because the weather's so good at Del Mar. You don't need to be close. So, that helps. The angle at the wire is not the absolute best for me as far as like being really ballsy to call a photo finish.
Yeah.
Like Saratoga was, to me, the best booth for that. It was the worst booth for everything else. You couldn't see anything. With the finish line, you could just boom. You could see where they hit it. And Del Mar, you're more looking down than out, so it's a bit of a challenge. So, but it's one of those things. If you have a tight photo finish and you're not sure, then it's too close to call. I mean, that's
too close to call. Do you could you say like, I think this horse, but it was too close? Do you say that?
What I'll do, and I think other announcers probably do the same thing, the horse that I'll mention first is the one I think won usually. But then occasionally, yeah, you can say I think, but it's close, whatever.
Will you be nervous?
Now, I don't think I'll be nervous. I don't think that's. I think more excited. Just stoked to do it. I want to hear that roar. I haven't heard it before. The only summer I called here was COVID, and
and me and Michelle were the only people in the stand.
Or just you. I remember hearing you one race, screaming with your horses coming down.
It was Red King.
The COVID year was the wildest, because you could literally hear individual voices, in the grandstand, especially you, and it was kind of neat in a way, and but I want to hear, tens of thousands of people going off when they leave the gate, in that first race, and I'm definitely looking forward to that.
So speaking of voices, Larry, how challenging is it to go from, just doing kind of FanDuel a lot to calling the entire meet? And, we have 9-10 races a day, 4 days a week.
Yeah, I'm not 100% used to it. I haven't had a regular calling gig for a while now. I'm excited to get back into that. I think it's going to overall help my race calls, because there's just more reps. You get to do it more, and it's like with this year. You call the Kentucky Derby and then you don't call again for 2 weeks. Call the Preakness. The only thing I had consistently was Kentucky Downs, and that doesn't even count because it's impossible to call the races there.
They're somewhere on the hill. I'm not quite sure. Racers are on.
Trevor had so many, and I hate to. There's no comparison. We're not comparing here, okay? Trevor's Trevor, Larry's Larry. You know how I feel. And I've talked to you about this before, about because I can't. You're one of the guys. Your voice is amazing. Your race callers are amazing. But you're very difficult to imitate. Like, what are the Larry Collmus Collmusisms?
The horse of a lifetime.
That's one race. That's the Breeders' Cup. Yeah. Wait, hold on. What about journalism?
Yeah. Well, I guess, and they're into the stretch is one of those things.
And they're into the stretch.
I haven't done that much lately. I get back to it. I don't think about it. I don't think too much about trying to come up with lines.
Larryisms.
Yeah. I mean, and Durkin was kind of like that too. He didn't really have that, same thing. There's same few things. You try to kind of mix it up, but there's try to improve the vocabulary as you go along. As you know, I do the New York Times crossword every day, and
I'm getting so much better, Larry.
Are you doing the New York Times crossword too?
I do it every day, and I've improved my score. When I first started, it'd be like a Wednesday puzzle, and I'd say, Larry, I did this in 38 minutes. He goes, oh, I did it in 4.
Yeah,
you're very good.
You're catching up. Yeah.
No, I'm getting better. But it's something I believe. I'm such an announcer fan that I believe it brings so much to the table, especially like for sickos like me watching back races and listening to your calls, and we watch so many replays. So I think that I'm actually wondering, like, will you be able to kind of have fun doing it? Because I think that your personality, I know you personally, I know you're fun, I know you're funny, and I know there's that fine line between complete professionalism and having fun. Yeah. So how do you guide yourself there?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I will have fun. There's no doubt about it. I'm bad when it comes to puns. I'll be throwing the puns in there. That's something that Trevor would never do.
I love a good pun.
Yeah, but I think, and I think, listen, take this advice and throw it out the window. But I think more of your personality can come out, especially at a place like Del Mar, where people are wearing flip-flops. Yes, you have your turf club, but the environment just screams like God, Larry, come up with something good for this horse that just won this name. You know what I mean?
I went through that before because my calls at Saratoga were different than Belmont.
Really?
For that specific reason. You have and Tom Durkin said this, and I thought it was great. He says calling races at Belmont is like being in a movie. Calling races at Saratoga is like being in a play.
Interesting. Yeah.
You actually have people around you. You have an audience.
Yeah.
And it's a live audience that's paying attention, and that's the case with Del Mar, and so, yeah, I mean, I'll ham it up. I'm sure, there's no doubt about that here and there.
Do you give more credence in your call to the big races or the stakes races rather than the $16,000 claimers? I've noticed, listen, I don't want to be critical of Frank Maramati, but I've been watching some of the Saratoga races, and I found his calls recently. He's getting like so excited for this, like for a maiden 20. And it kind of threw me off a little bit. And I don't know if that's a new thing for Frank, but like, when you go into this race, you're like, oh, I better juice this one up. This is the San Clemente.
Well, no, we never say we're going to juice any race up, Billy.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Don't say that.
Well, no, talking about that, I think Saratoga, like Del Mar, I think just the atmosphere, like the crowd pumps up the announcer, and Frank that's probably part of the reason. He's hearing, and seeing all these people, and it makes you want to be more excited. It's not like it's a fake thing. It's just a natural reaction. And that's what, Del Mar will bring that out, for sure. But yeah, like, okay, a $16,000 race, if it's exciting, if there's two horses like going, or three or whatever, then you get a bit fired up. If it's a horse that wins by 5 and a horse is second by 5 or whatever, you'll be less excited. It's just
unless you have the horse that wins by 5, then you're really excited.
Well, yeah. Then you'd hear Billy, and so you don't even need me to be excited because he can do it for you.
You're very hard on yourself. A lot of people don't know this about you, but I do because we talk all the time. And you're very hard on yourself if you miss a horse.
You're hard on me too, so.
Yeah, but I'm hard on you.
I'm always nice to Larry.
No, I'm hard on you because I love you and you need teasing. Okay, that's why.
I took it well. I mean, we're having dinner before the Preakness, and he's on my case about Mystic Dan and the call of the Kentucky Derby.
You did blow that one.
A little late.
But it happens. And here's my thing. It happens. And now you're back in the fold. You're back in this, doing this, 3 or 4 times a week with a lot of races. You're going to make mistakes. How do you, at the end of the day, say, you know what? I missed that one. I'm pissed off, but I got to move on. Like, how do you do that with your internal struggle? Because for people out there who don't know, Larry takes this very, very seriously, and he does not like making mistakes.
No, I get very mad at myself. I think that you have to, just put it aside and just move on. And I know it's tough to do when it's the Kentucky Derby, especially when other people are on your case about it, both live and on Twitter or X. Is you got to try to But that's why this year was just so important, and for the Derby and the Preakness, and they both went really well. And I needed that. And
you needed that personally, just for you to know, hey, I got it. I still got this. I'm as sharp as ever. Right.
Yeah. And I, you start to get, the Oaks wasn't the greatest this year. And you're like, oh God, I got to get the Derby, and it worked out okay. So I think that you do have to, you've got to beat yourself up, but then you've got to stop, and you've got to wipe the slate clean. And hey, let's just move on and keep at it.
Larry, do you prep at all looking at PPs or anything? So you kind of, obviously not for just the big races, but say for the opening day 16. So you kind of already have a preconceived notion of who might be on the lead or who might be so you can say, oh, well, this is where they always are or whatnot, or you just let it go with the flow.
I think that's part of the preparation. Just one, the most important thing is just know who the horses are. Study the silks, and I've got my iPad that I'll have up there, and I draw all the colors with an Apple pencil, and make sure
That's so high tech.
Oh yeah, I'm totally high tech.
You've seen his thing, haven't you?
I don't know.
He's got it on his iPad. And he's got all the silks next to it that he draws by hand every day.
Yeah. It takes about an hour or so. Usually do it in the morning or the day before.
So how annoying is it then when the horses come out in different silks?
Then I make adjustments.
Is there a set other than the little red feather silks, which I know you love, but other than that, is there a certain set of silks that you like? Oh, good, it's Matikit or it's Paul Redham or it's what are the silks that you like?
So
that you just for being able to see.
Yeah, I mean Paul Redham for sure. The Pegram, Watson, Whiteman colors.
The McDonald's silks.
Yeah, Slam Dunk, their colors.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they sort of like stand. There's the CRK. I mentioned those purple ones. Just what you see a lot because for whatever reason in your brain, if you're really familiar with colors, the horse's name will come faster.
Yeah.
If it was in New York, like if it's a Phipps horse or West Point horse or just whatever, rather than a New York bred owned by someone I don't know, and like that horse's name again, it just doesn't click as fast.
Yeah, so, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, you guys in particular, obviously, because we know each other so well. I see your colors. I'm like, boom, that's
I know that
horse. That's Iron Man Cal or whoever it be.
Who's going in Matikit silks, by the way?
Is he? Good to know. And hopefully it says that in the program. But either way, I'll draw the Matikit colors in my.
There you go. Draw the Matikit colors.
Larry, do you own any horses?
I own a piece of one horse. Yeah, and her name is One Fine Wine. She's a New Jersey bred. She went off at even money on Sunday and finished 9th. That was nice.
That happens.
Yeah, it
Ownership blues.
Yeah. Her, we did really well with her brother one time, Willard.
That's right.
We lost him in a claim. We still can't believe somebody took him for $50,000. It was, it's tough to lose your horse, but at the same time, it was a nice number. It made things
so sad, but $50,000.
I got an interesting one. Michelle. So Trevor inquiries. Okay, Trevor was infamous that you could tell immediately when he came back from the ladies. If he said that, it's like, oh, that horse is coming down. What's your inquiry style? Because I can't even remember from the fall. Like, is it like, is there something we should be paying attention to?
Not necessarily. I think I'm the kind of a I guess smart aleck enough to try to trick you on that now and again.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
There you go.
And you ruled that there will be no change to the order.
Yeah, I know when Frank comes on, he just says no change, like nothing else.
Who does that?
Frank, when he comes on, it's no change.
No
comes on, he's like no change.
No change.
No, I like Larry leading up to giving a little suspense. There's something suspenseful.
In a unanimous
down
decision.
and serious? No, they're not going to take it. Yeah.
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic pause. After reviewing the films.
Yeah.
Is there a certain horse that you're looking forward to really seeing at Del Mar this summer? Is there one of your kind of favorites, a big horse, maybe in the Pacific Classic or something like that?
I hope journalism runs. That'd be great if we got him in the Pacific Classic. I mean, how do you not love journalism? I mean, he's been great. We're going to see Nisos right away in the San Diego handicap. And there's going to be, I'm sure, some good ones out there. You're running out Ironman Cal the first week. Who else you guys have in?
Thought Process runs on Saturday.
Okay, yeah.
He's really good. We'll have a bunch opening weekend, and then hopefully Ice Cream will come back, and we have Gold Phoenix and Balnikov in the Eddie Reed in week 2.
Very nice.
So that'll be fun.
And don't forget 2-year-olds. I mean, that's the other exciting part about just like Saratoga. You just can't wait for the Baffert 2-year-olds or whoever the 2-year-olds are that could be, superstars. It's so exciting to see them. There's a horse that Bob has that is, I have to ask because he hasn't had to work in a while. He has a horse called Collmus in his barn.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
who is 4 now and he hasn't run yet.
Oh boy,
which is not a good sign.
no, not good.
Did they ask permission? Did they ask permission to name them after you?
Well, Amr Zidane called me and he let me pick out whatever horse I wanted.
Really?
He had a bunch, and I'm like, well, I'll just take the most expensive one. So
that is always the worst way to go.
Yeah, Larry.
It's the worst way to go.
Thanks for telling me. It was the $2.2 million, and he just, I don't know, but he was working up until a couple of weeks ago. So I gotta check in and see if he's. But the game plan was to run him this summer at Del Mar. So I don't know. We'll
Michelle and I always have the argument every summer: the Saratoga versus Del Mar. We're not even going to get into it because I know where you stand. But from a horse standpoint, there's always that argument that, oh no, the best racing is at Saratoga. But I see these Del Mar races and I think they're fantastic. I think they're high quality horses. Where do you listen? You've done the fall, you've never really done the summer, but do you feel it's that big of a disparity?
No, well, there is a disparity. The field sizes are bigger at Del Mar,
right?
Yeah, so we got that going for us. I mean, they're both. Saratoga is very weather dependent too. Yes. You get some days there where you get 3-4 horse fields washed off the turf, and so you're not going to have that problem here. Overall, yeah, they've got fantastic racing at Saratoga. Let's not that they're it's great, but it's great here at Del Mar too. The quality of racing in the summer is fantastic. You get horses shipping in, from the East Coast, and it's going to be a great meet, I'm sure. And I'm just super looking forward to it and getting back on the mic on a regular basis. And
what meal are you looking forward to most, Larry?
He's been at Pamplemousse 6 nights in a row already.
3 so far. Yeah.
Do you eat the same thing every night, or do you get something different?
Mix it up. I'm eating a lot healthier, as you can guess.
Yes.
Now than I used to. I really like the black cod at Pamplemousse. That's one of my favorites. I love going to Ken's, and I was hoping to go there tonight, but Billy won't let me.
We're going Saturday.
I wasn't invited. Where are you guys going tonight that I wasn't invited also?
So every year for the past 4 years, it's been myself and Gary and Phil D'Amato and Dr. Ryan Carpenter. And we go there to Ken's, and we have it's just the 4 of us, and we've done it every year on the Tuesday before we start. It's kind of become a tradition. It's become very lucky because we've had some really good summers. So this was our night, and unfortunately I didn't feel it was right to bring Lair Bear, but we are bringing Lair Bear on Saturday after the races. Well, we don't know that yet. We'll find out. We're going to find out real quick after the first weekend how lucky you really are for us. But you're the man, buddy. Listen, I can speak for myself and a lot of other people that I know. We are so happy that you're out here. I just got emotional. We've been waiting for this moment, and don't screw it up.
And we'll be sure to tell Josh to crank the sound up, right?
Oh yeah, make it loud.
Have you ever left your microphone on and then talk shit or something?
Yeah, I think so, but there wasn't anything that was that bad. There was one time that there was a mic within my mic that was on.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it, which I called him you can't let that happen because what if I start F-bombing and it's possible. The Billy's heard me throw that word out there a few times.
Oh, yeah, it's been out there. It's been out there. But hey, okay. Well, last question. What do you do all day in between races? You're going to be up there for 5 hours. Are you doing crossword puzzles? Are you studying for the next race? Or are you just me texting you hey, great call?
It varies. I'm going to definitely, make sure I got all my drawing in for the next day, get that done. But yeah, especially the first week, I'll be doing probably a lot more studying. And we should bring up about the third race too, right? About Karma. We should.
Yes.
Yeah. So the third race every day, people can get involved and go up and watch me call a race. You go to the Del Mar website and you can sign up, buy a ticket, and 100% of the money that is raised goes to Karma, which is the aftercare program that you guys are a big part of.
Yes,
so happy to do it for three reasons. One, for karma. One, for the fact that people really seem to get a kick out of it. And the other one is I get to meet people that I wouldn't necessarily get to meet. So it's like win, win, win. And so it's the third race every day. Just check out dmtc.com and sign up.
That is
That's
awesome. That is,
Do you get nervous? Do you get nervous when you have people in the booth though, because it makes it a little more live action?
Sometimes it makes it better, and sometimes the calls get a little more excited when you've got somebody in the booth. And Frank's probably doing it at Saratoga in the third race. So if that race was the third race, that might be why there was people watching.
Maybe.
Right.
It's fun, especially if the people are into it. Sometimes you get people that just don't get it, which is rare, and they're like, I don't know, what's going on here. But there are others who are like, oh my God, this is so cool, and so it makes it.
It's amazing. Thank you for doing that. And I think I'm going to see you tomorrow at the donor appreciation party.
For sure. Yeah, I am going to be there.
Too.
Absolutely. Jay Prisman, I saw him the other day. He said he's going to be there. So
he will be there. He will be there. We have a very good surprise for you guys. And Karmathon is the August 16th is Karmathon. So if you're thinking about that and getting ready, we could use all the help we can get to take care of these horses. So Larry, thank you. And thank you for your time today, your generous time. We will see you tomorrow. We will see you Friday on opening day of Del Mar. I'm very much looking forward to this first call. I'm excited.
Now the pressure's on.
No,
Billy's gonna start sending suggestions. Billy, how would you call it?
How would I do it?
Yeah,
I would probably air and do "There's the Roar of the Crowd," and as a tribute to Trevor, I would do that just to get it out of the way, so there's no pressure or anything.
The crowd will be mentioned. No doubt.
Okay.
The crowd will be mentioned.
Crowd will be mentioned.
In some way.
Larry Bear, you're the man.
Bear.
Thank you, buddy. Have a great meet. We're all rooting for you, kid.
Sounds good. We'll see you soon.
Right. Larry Collmus.
Thanks,
here.
Larry.
Larry Collmus, legend. His voice is so. I forgot to ask him. I was going to ask him. I was like, "Do you have a different voice when you just talk regularly?"
Because when he went into his race call voice,
he did. It got a little deeper. Yeah. It's going to be fun, man. I think Larry Collmus is the best in the business. I really do, and I think that it's going to add. Listen, Trevor's Trevor. I've said it 100 times, but there was. I'm not going to pull punches. There was a significant decline in Trevor's calls the last 3 or 4 years. I mean, it went on, and then last year it got pretty sketchy at times. And I'm a big, as I said, I'm a big race caller guy. I love listening to the races and hearing their voice inflections and them getting excited and having big calls. And I just think it's great to have Larry out here. I think it's a great thing for Del Mar, and it's a great thing for all the fans.
Very exciting. So coming up this weekend, obviously, Billy, we have opening day on Friday. 10 races carded. Gates open at 11:30. That first post at 2:00 for this Friday. And we have the opening day hat contest, the party, a celebrity grill, Champions Terrace. There's something called the Grand, and then there's the official after pony party. On Saturday, we have 11 races starting at 2:00, headlined by the San Clemente and then the Wicker. And there's also the beer festival and daybreak at Del Mar if you want to come out in the mornings. On Sunday, we also have 11 races. First post at 2. The Oceanitas is going to be the feature that day. Savory Sundays is on tap. We also have daybreak at Del Mar and the Taste of the Turf Club. So
I want to say something real quick about Del Mar and handicappers, because there's the new late doubles, $5, 15% takeout. There's also the $3. Is it the $3 all turf pick 3? Is that?
I don't know. We did that down in Are they carrying that into here?
There's something else. There's a second bet, and the pick 6 is $1. So it's somewhere in between 20 cents and $2, which is, I think, okay.
That's great. That's great. What's your favorite bet to play? What's your favorite bet?
I'm usually a pick 3 double type guy. I think this summer I've had success recently in really betting, trying to be more focused on one horse.
Right.
Because what happens to me is I'll like a horse of ours, let's say, that's running in the 8th race. Let's say I like Ironman Cal on opening day, and I'm like, okay, I want to hit this hard, right? I'll end up betting like a pick 3, and I'll get knocked out because I got too cute and didn't include a horse or whatever, or didn't. And it makes me so frustrated. So rather than that $100-$200 I'm betting on that pick 3, I might just bet directly to win or a win place bet and just say I'm trying to get this horse to win rather than relying on other horses. Now, if I like a horse like that day that Eiffel won at 8-1, I played her win in place and I played exactas and tries.
Right.
And so because she was 8-1, I'm not going to do that if my horse is 4-5.
Even money, right?
Right. It's just not worth it. And I probably, in a lot of those cases, I just won't bet. Or in that case, I'll try to single it in a double or something like that. But I try to have I know this is going to sound strange, but a contest mentality in my mind. So if I'm going to opening day and I say, okay, my budget's $500, how am I going to turn that $500? What would I be happy with at the end of the day? Am I happy if I come home with 500? Am I happy if I come home with 2,000? Whatever that is. And I'm trying to adjust that way of thinking into betting, if that makes any sense. And it actually works because I'm there so much. If I bet every race, I'll lose. I'm going to lose. And I'm a loser anyway. So
and there are some races that are just not bettable for you. There's nothing that stands out. There's nothing that you love. I tell people all the time when they ask, like, oh, how come you had 4 picks for this race? Honestly, I wouldn't have played that race. I have to give you a pick, but I don't love the race.
And on bigger days like this too, we have 3 horses running on opening day. I won't have time to I'll probably put my bets in before I even get to the track. Right. I won't even look at them again. Yeah. And my sister's going to be there on opening day. Chio will be there on opening day. Chio will have his little pick 3 club going that I'll give him. And I'll just say, I don't even want to know. Just go do it, And so you're kind of I also towards the end of the day, if we're all hanging out and it's been a long day, we'll all combine and bet a big late pick 4 or something like that, just to try to, roll it and get out. So that's kind of my strategy. And most of the time I lose. So there you go.
I love it. To me, you're always a winner, Billy.
Oh, you're a winner in my book too, Michelle. Thanks everybody for listening and watching. We'll be back next week with another great guest. Thanks to Larry Collmus and thanks to the In the Money Media Network, who I don't even know. Are we on there still?
We're still on there, Billy.
When are we on ESPN or something? I mean,
oh my gosh, we'd have to get Stephen A. Smith on our show or something. Is ESPN?
Let's call Stephen A. Smith. All right, Michelle. Miss you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.